featured Precis here on my channel many times. Most of their watches are reissues or a reimagining of a historic military watch. Today we're taking a look at their take on a dress watch. It's meant to be a watch that servicemen would wear when they came home or returned home from World War II. I have one hands-on. It is a very good looking dress watch. Let's flip the camera and take a look at the Victory from Precis. So as far as I know, this is the first Precis that is a dress watch. And this is called the Victory Day watch, so V-Day. You guys are familiar. That was, I believe, September 2nd, 1945. That marked the end of World War II. This gets a beautiful case back. I'll show you that in just a few seconds. That is in commemoration of V-Day. So this is a very straightforward, good-looking 1940s inspired dress watch. You are getting a sapphire crystal on here, and it is very boxed and domed. This looks like a vintage watch, but the size here, it's a little bit bigger than your traditional vintage watch from that era. Also, you are getting 100 meters of water resistance with this watch. You are getting a screwed-in crown and a screwed-in case back. So this is meant to be a little bit more than a dress watch, I would say, because traditionally a dress watch, 30 or 50 meters of water resistance, that's kind of the point. But the entire point of this watch is you're a serviceman coming home from World War II. Back then, back in 1945, returning from war, you needed a watch, and it would be a dress watch. You wouldn't be buying a field watch or anything like that. Traditionally, you bought a dress watch. The majority of watches were dress watches at that point. This gets a beautiful black dial that is very, very clean. It says the name of the brand. Right below that, it says Victory Day. And then other than that, you have applied indices. The indices, there's a 12 at the 12 o'clock. There are daggers at the 9, 3, and 6. And then there are just little dots that are applied for all the rest of the indices. The hands are dagger hands, and you have a long needle for that seconds hand. None of them are lume because this, again, is a dress watch. This is one of their higher end watches, I guess you would say, because this watch gets a Miyota movement inside. It's a 9000 series. It is the 9039. You do not see a date on this dial because it is such a clean dial. They did not want to put a date on here, so you don't have a date. There is no ghost date position because this is the 9039, which is the dateless version of the Miyota 9000 series. Size on this isn't exactly vintage, but it's definitely smaller than you would expect from a modern dress watch. It's around 38 millimeters, so 37.9 millimeters is what I measured, and it's around 10.5, 10.7 millimeters thick. That's including the screwed-in case back, automatic movement, and of course that box domed sapphire crystal. You do get a lug-to-lug of around 46.4 millimeters. It does wear like a modern vintage watch. That's how I would describe it. You do get a small crown. It's around 5.3 millimeters. It does screw in, so that's a little bit annoying that it's so small. I wish the crown was a little bit bigger. You do get that screwed in case back though, and you can see this case back is beautiful. Look at that. It looks like it's patinaed. The whole entire case back, not the back of the physical case. The case is entirely polished. You have these twisted lugs, which look really good, but the case back, there's been a lot of attention to detail put into this case back, and it just says World War II V-Day. There's some gold there. It's patinaed. It's made to look like it's old, and obviously there's other information on the back of the case that I'll do a close-up so you could see what it says there. It looks really good, and again, you do get 100 meters of water resistance, so it's also functional because this is a screwed-in case back. You're getting that 100 meters of water resistance. Today on wrist, I have a super weird watch. This is a David Rudden made out of complete meteorite. The entire case is made out of meteorite except for the case back. That's the only thing that isn't meteorite, but the entire case is carved from one block of meteorite. It's also a jump hour with 120 hours of power reserve. Full video coming out on this very, very soon. And there you go. There is the Victory watch on my 7.5 inch wrist. And it definitely looks like a watch that maybe your grandfather purchased when he came home from World War II, but in a slightly more modern size. The quality here is really good. You can see from that case back, the case itself, the sapphire crystal, the dial is really clean and very well executed. The strap is really nice. You have this buckle on here. that is signed with the brand name. They do a great job with their watches. They are very high quality and they always look good. They do a good job, especially with their military reissues or those military style reissue watches that they do. But this is sort of their own go at a dress watch, and I think it really does work. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section below. Of course, what do you think of this watch? This watch is $580 on their website. Right now, it is a thin dress watch with 100 meters of water resistant sapphire crystal Miyota 9000 series. That's in the ballpark for what this style watch should cost. So if you like the look of this watch, you like the idea behind this watch, it's definitely worth the money. Take a look at their website. I will add a link to their website down in the description below. Anyway, guys, that's really it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. Thanks for logging on, and I will catch you guys in the next video.